I sold my vacuum cleaner the other day. Well, it was just collecting dust. Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgy, and this is Despite Exile, a song called Venom, which I cannot find an album for. I don't think there is one. And this is the only cover I could find, which is clearly for, he says, this particular song. See, I don't think it looks doing this, by the way, because it's not really there. Sorry to ruin the illusion. Anyway, so this was a recommendation. It came from Galactic Criminal, who does recommend stuff to me from time to time. And I'm making up for it by doing it quickly, because the last one he recommended took me about 3 months to get around to actually covering. So there's a good chance this is going to have a core element to it. But I haven't heard it. I haven't listened to it. But when I was trying to find if it was on an album and the cover and that sort of thing, I did notice that they've done a pretty cool thing. You can buy a version of this called the producer pack, and on it they've separated out all of the tracks that make the song up. So you can literally remix this if you want to, or I guess you could like drop a track and play your own, play that track yourself. Obviously this requires you to have some mixing software and all of that sort of thing, but to be honest, mixing software is easy to get. Anyone can get some kind of mixing software for free. What's it called? It doesn't matter, look it up, you'll find it. Look up some sequencing software or mixing software, whatever you want to call it. Do a bit of Googling, you will find some good mixing packages. And you can buy this in a version that you can chop about yourself, basically, which is a really pretty cool thing to do. They've got all the stems on here, they've got the unmastered version. So you can have a go at doing it yourself. Basically they've basically said, here are all the elements that make our song. Have fun, sort of thing, and that's cool. Somebody else used to do that, but they escaped me. But anyway, these guys have done it. Despite Exile. I still haven't heard it yet, but yeah, that's cool. That I'm impressed with that. Moving on. So yes, I don't know anything about them. I don't even know where they're from. I couldn't find any information, even on their Facebook. I couldn't find. I didn't read it all, but usually there's an about button that you just look and it says, "Oh, we're from wherever." They don't have the about button on their Facebook for some reason. So this is all waffle, isn't it? Let's get on with it. Hopefully this will work, because I've been having a few technical problems of late. But let's go. Did it work? It didn't work. It didn't work. Why does it keep doing this to me? I'm sorry, Despite Exile, but you should have appeared there. And it was there right up to the point where I pressed go.
2,000 years later.
Okay, figured it out. I've literally had to make my software work in a different way because of an update, which is a bit annoying. Anyway, let's get on with it. Sorry about this, Despite Exile. that fade out at the end was like going under anesthetic, wasn't it? It was like everything's calming down, calm down, breathe deeply, goodbye. It's like after all of the chaos, it's like, okay, in we go. I guess being called Venom, perhaps that's it kicking in. So if you want to remix this yourself, you can buy the producer's edition of this, but I suspect all you're going to do is make it different. I can't see you making it better, because the production on this is bang on. Bang on in that you can hear what's going on, but also bang on in that production isn't just about picking out the instruments and putting them where they need to be with panning or whatever. You have to capture the feeling that the band is going for, and this has been captured like a steam train coming to run you over, basically. A wall of sound, but with not a wall of sound that you can't pick out what's going on, but a wall of sound with a clear wall of sound. It's got clarity to it. You can hear the instruments, you can hear his voice. One thing is not fighting something else. So because there's a heck of a lot more to production than sticking a microphone in front of something and recording it and saying, oh, well, that guitar goes over there and that guitar goes over there, and we'll put the singer in the middle, you know, and we'll pan the drums all over the place. It's a bit harder than that, as you'll discover if you download some sequencing software and buy the producer's edition. I'll stop going on about it now, but I always go on about production. That production is great, and if you want to know anything about production and how hard it is, here's your opportunity. So core stuff is not my genre of choice, but I can appreciate it. And one thing that core bands do seem to do very well, the good ones, which Despite Exile definitely seems to sound like a good one to me. One thing they're really good at is the heavy breakdown, and I love that. You know, you've got to go. You get the head. You like, you know, it's one of those try not to headbang challenges, and I would just fail straight away. You know, I've seen lots of heavy bands, and they emote something in you. They literally pull out, you know, the heavy metal in you. They just latch onto it, and you go yes, and they scratch the itch, whatever sort of simile I want to use. And this does it. I love the heavy breakdown. The chaotic core stuff I can appreciate. It's very well done and everything. I personally couldn't listen to an album full of it, but that's just me. It's not. I'm probably not the core audience. See what I did there? But it sounds great. I know that Galactic Criminal is a big fan, but he definitely is a core person. You know, that's his genre of choice. So, and he sends them to me, I think, to see what my second opinion sounds like. I'm sure that's why he does it. What does Hedgy think of it? Because he's not particularly a core person, and you know, I think it's really well done. I think it's really well produced. I think it's well played, well performed, and I think it's gonna really scratch the itch of people who do like core bands. I can appreciate it, and I can listen to it. And if I found my son listening to it, I'd be literally like, all right, what's that? You know. So yeah, it kind of half scratches my itch, especially the heavy breakdown bit. And like I say, core bands are good at heavy breakdowns. Again, production, but which captures the intent. That's what it's about. So yeah, wow. That was, but I can't find an album. If there is an album, if this is actually off an album, I couldn't find it, so let me know in the comments. Well, don't just let me know, obviously anyone who reads the comments, let us know if it's either on an album or it's on an album that's yet to be released, and there's one coming, because I couldn't find it. But yeah, there you go. Despite Exile, Venom. See you soon. Bye bye.